Hello, and welcome back to my third episode of my Skyblock survival. Um, we finally grabbed ourselves some saplings, and we can now begin a tree farm, and we should be able to collect a lot of wood and maybe update that cobblestone generator and build out our base for our Skyblock some more. So, here we go. And here we are. No more tree there. And something I realized in the last video that I didn't see when I was playing because I was so hyped about all the other saplings, there was a sapling right there the entire time. So now we have 6 saplings. Yay, even numbers. Oh, my OCD was going to kill me if I didn't grab that sapling. I saw that in the other video. Um, got that wood there. Actually, no, I need that to make coal. Make ourselves another pickaxe. And we are running out of wood there. Yep. Break that cone. Right now I'm just trying to make a furnace so that I can have it for later use already made so I don't have to forget all about it now and then try to hustle and make one later. Probably make some torches once I get the trees set up. So um, I mean, I'm really running out of stuff to talk about here, so I could just start talking about sports if that doesn't annoy anybody. I mean, my one friend, I asked him, he gave me some a little tip for this. Just said emote more. Okay, it doesn't really tell me anything on how to do better at that. Just emote more. Okay, happy, sad, angry. Those are emotions. You got more emotions right there. Um, I mean, I'm glad he gave me a tip, and I'm glad he is trying to help me. Just, I have no idea how to emote more. I mean, it might be my fault for being stupid, but I just don't know how. Um, Another one of my friends said that Minecraft is to be updating soon. I don't know when. Um, and I have no idea what's going to be in the new update. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I just update it when it tells me to update. But I think there's actually supposed to be something big coming out the next update. Can't remember. But oh no, my hunger bar's starting to drop down now. But with the new update, I don't know if they're going to be trying to fix stuff or they're just trying to incorporate new stuff. Um, well, what was the last big update? The last big update was, well, the alpha version, but it was. I know they was it adding the Enderman and all that stuff was the last big update. I'm really behind on all that stuff. Um, right there. We can get rid of this sand block. Stupid sand. And just... Okay. And now we can start building this out a bit. So yeah, I think the next update, he says, supposed to hit the first of next month, August. I think that's when he said it was supposed to hit. But bucket. Ooh, geez, that was almost bad. Okay, I would love to see them. I would like to see how they maybe upgrade it a little bit. Like maybe have it so you can create different things. I don't know. Like there's probably still so much that they can add into the game that you can create. Like I know that say like shears. Shears you can only make with iron. You can't make a wooden shear or stone shear or whatever, and that would make it easy. That would make it easier to like, keep grass off the of the grass blocks for this kind of survival. So it would probably make it easier for that. But um running out of things to talk about. So I mean really bad at making conversation with myself. Um I'm really trying to mask this up as trying to keep it from being too boring, but I don't really do a good job at that. I mean, just recently I've been watching a lot of gameplay videos on YouTube because I really love gameplay videos. They're really it just keeps me entertained and it like I like hearing people's views on certain things. Like I've been watching a lot of baseball uh gameplays like MLB and all that stuff and a guy was talking about like he actually started a petition to bring back MLB no MVP baseball by EA because whoever makes 2K I think that's just 2K itself. Yeah, 2K like owns the rights for baseball right now, but this is the last year of their contract, so EA might be able to make an MVP for 2013, which would be really awesome because the last MVP baseball was back in '05, but you could play that game and it's still like you remember that game. Like it's just an amazing game what like how all that stuff was around back in '05 and it's better than the baseball games today. Like I've played baseball games today and it's really just far superior and it came out in '05. I mean, that's just a testament to how great that game actually is. And I mean, there's Madden from EA. EA also makes NHL, and I think they make NBA as well. But the only thing they don't make is baseball, which is really weird because 2K has like exclusive rights for that or something like that. But I mean, everybody wants MVP baseball back just because of how great it was when it was around. I mean, the customization in it alone was amazing. Like you could build your own stadium. You can literally build your own stadium in that game, and like you can add features like from other from like all the major stadiums. Like you the features you remember from other stadiums. Like you could literally have a green monster in your park, and like you can have like a really short field or a really long field. Like you can have like a 475-foot right field fence, but then on the other side you can have a 325 or 375 fence, and it's like just a humongous difference. But I mean that's what made the game so enjoyable. You could literally do everything in that game. Like things you see in Madden, you can create your own stadium there. You can create your own team. That's something that hasn't hit baseball yet. You can create your own team in basketball. You can create your own team in hockey. You can create your own team in football. Baseball never really had an option to create your own team. The only thing that was closest to it is like the franchise mode. Then you can enter in a fantasy draft, and that's the closest real thing you can come to creating your own team. I mean, I understand why it would be difficult to have that in a baseball game because you have more players on a baseball team uh, than you would um, for football if you include the minor leagues. I mean, if you want to go that in depth with it, if they did, that would be freaking amazing. Just because of the fact that that's like if they do actually go that in depth to where you can create your own team, you can actually create your own minor league system. So you could literally have like your own team in a stadium at like right next to where you live, which is I always did that with my teams growing up. Like I would make the New Jersey whatever teams, except for uh, hockey. I would have to make that the town I used to live in or the town I lived in because there was already a New Jersey Devils, so can't have two New Jersey teams. Although they don't really mind that with New York. But but yeah, going back to MVP, not only was like the creation is just an overall good game. Like the hitting, it it wasn't impossible to hit the ball. Like in most recent baseball game I've played is MLB 10 The Show, and you really have to have like everything. Like you have to be like the god player of the game just to get a base hit, and still you might not. Did I make a? I think one more is all we're gonna get out of this pickaxe. Oh, two more. But just the soundtrack on MVP was pretty good because what they did with the soundtrack on MVP was um they made it basically to the sound of what happened in the season before. It was a 2005 game, and it was just after the Red Sox had won the World Series. You know, broke the curse of the Bambino and all that other stuff. So they had like a song that had to do with the Boston Red Sox, and you don't really see that in any other games. That was like the last time it ever happened. And there's the snow I was talking about. I hate this snow because it gets everywhere and it's so annoying. And this is the main reason why it's so annoying. Okay, never mind. I thought it would have been frozen, but the water likes to freeze into ice cubes so frequently when the snow comes down. And now I'm just being OCD about the snow. Fine, snow, you win. You're gonna cover everything. Um, Actually, let's start building some tree plots. So I'm gonna start building these tree plots here. I would drop this down one more block just to have it drop down one more block, but I think there's a bedrock block somewhere under there, so I wouldn't be able to actually drop it down. But I do have to start working on a better cobblestone generator because that is my spawn point right there. And that's not good if I actually die and get respawned there. Um, Let me see. I could put a tree right there. Alright. I mean, it's gonna be very cluttered with trees for right now. I don't trust that. It's way too close to lava. I feel like the tree will go on fire. Um, but I mean, back in MVP, going back to that, uh, saplings, saplings. Um, Not only was the like the soundtrack pretty good. I mean, the commentators were really good, and it wasn't just the same audio over and over. I mean, it was because you can only record so much audio for a sports game. But I mean, it seems like with some of these games now, they just keep the same audio from previous games without adding anything into them. But I mean, the commentary from MVP actually had like them talking about like different things and like what like this and that about different teams and all that stuff, like history and all that shit. But you don't really get that with games anymore. And going back to the whole create a stadium thing, you create your own stadium and then you can like set your own ticket prices, and you can set your own concession stand prices, and like you can upgrade. Like obviously, when you first start out with the ballpark, it's gonna be like not there's gonna be barely anybody attending, and there's gonna be like it's gonna be a very shitty ballpark. But I mean, as you play games, you get ticket sales, you get more revenue, you upgrade it, and you can actually go from a Joe Schmo stadium to like that looks like it should just be in the minors. Probably minor league stadiums are better than the stadium you can start off with, but I mean like you can increase it and like upgrade it so much that damn it, how does this work? Oh, that's how it works. Okay. That froze there. Okay. So it, I mean overall, I mean like I'm like gushing about this game, and probably if you're not a sports fan, which most of the people I know really aren't sports fans, um, you probably just don't really care about what I'm talking about right now, which I don't blame you. I mean, I could really go on forever about sports stuff. because I just love sports and I mean I could always see myself just like being a commentator on any sports game or whatever because it's just so much fun talking about sports. I love it. I almost fell off with that stuff, and that would have been very bad. Actually, so yeah, um, now we're getting our trees set up, and Skyblock is looking a lot different than when we first started out with. And let me just put my pickaxe away. And that'll do it for this episode this week. I'm sorry for the long pauses again. Like I said, running out of stuff to talk about. I mean, I could continue talking about sports stuff because then I would have endless commentary. But not everybody likes sports, so I'm trying to refrain from talking about something that nobody likes and that would annoy people. And I don't want to annoy people, I want to get more views. So, I mean, anybody has any talking points, whatever they want to give me, something they want to hear me talk about. I could also start doing rants. I mean, I love ranting. It's one of the best things I can do. It's probably one of the only things I can do. But I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm really doing this for myself because I've always wanted to do let's plays and gameplays and all that stuff. So I'm really just like doing this because I want to do this and it's really fun just to play this and just talk. But I really would love some feedback. See what you guys want out of this series. Sorry about that. Dr. Pepper, favorite drink. Could probably do a whole episode about me loving Dr. Pepper. Best drink ever. So yeah, that'll do it for this episode. See you. And I think my next day off is Thursday, so I'll see you Thursday. And ta ta for now.